And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Wait, set, 29, Alpha. Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Parker unable to get that one.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
13. Mike 50, Mike 50. 21. Here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. Let's go.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
So don't say nothing.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Open man is Samuel, complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's a gain of 17. Yet it brings up fourth.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Kamara. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Wait, that wide 80. 27. Get him. Check it.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Tighten up.
Now Brady to try again after the pick-6. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Wait, 20. Switch it. Recon, 132 fighter. Check.
From the gun on third down, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tyree Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
One, Omaha.
Now Garoppolo. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
White.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. A quick throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
One, Omaha.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for New York. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there out of Kamara. 63 yards.
First down, Bears.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A 10th carry for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Garoppolo looks to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Irv Smith Jr., 76 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here we go. 13. No. 21. Here we go.
On 1st down, this is Geis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check tight. Watch the twist.
They run it again with Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this one complete to Smith. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. He's got Smith here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Watch Nick! Hey, Haywood!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the deep, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Giants 26.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And the Bears 1st down.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Wait, 20!
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense.
He's checking. Tracks, 380, hit!
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.